Hi, it's Debbie Miller from Debbie Miller Health Coaching. Good to have you back on here again to hear me talking more about healthy lifestyle factors. So I'm here today to talk about getting your nutritional fats right. Do you consume low-fat foods like low-fat yogurt or low-fat cheese? What kind of milk do you drink? How about margarine or oils? Are you worried about your cholesterol levels? Today I'm going to talk you through healthy fats and also talk about the subject of cholesterol. I will then talk about my 4 favourite fats. Many people these days are of the opinion that we should reduce our intake of fat in the diet. This is based on the assumption that comes from the people who are influenced by the large corporate food industries and drug companies. For this reason, we need to take a closer look. Cholesterol has in the past presented as the twin villain of this so-called civilised diet. As we know that cholesterol is good for us, we need to change our way of thinking. The so-called experts who say there's incontrovertible scientific evidence that a diet low in fat, saturated fat and cholesterol reduces death from heart disease can now find that their previous information was wrong and that there is in fact very little evidence to support that contention. There was a trial out in America that cost $150 million. And the one used by most of the experts to try and justify low-fat diets. The truth of the matter, the dietary cholesterol and saturated fats were not tested in this study, as all subjects were given low cholesterol and low-fat diet. Instead, the study tested the effects of cholesterol-lowering drugs. There was supposedly a 24% reduction in rate of coronary heart disease, compared with the placebo group. Interestingly, independent researchers who tabulated these results found no statistical difference in coronary heart disease deaths between the two groups. However, non-heart disease deaths such as cancer, stroke, violence and suicide were found to have increased during this trial. This was overlooked. Even though the independent research was conclusive, both the popular press and the medical journals touted the trial as the long sought after proof that animal fats are the cause of heart disease. We just need to take a look at African tribes like the Maasai, who subsist largely on milk, blood and beef. They are free from heart disease. A study in Soviet Georgia found that those that ate the most fatty meat lived the longest. Several Mediterranean societies have low rates of heart disease even though they eat a high-fat diet, including high saturated fat in lamb, sausages and goat's cheese. Longevity is high in countries like France, Austria and Greece, who all have a high-fat diet. This pattern prevails in populations throughout the world. For many years, I ate a clean, whole food diet that was low in fat and didn't experience the level of vitality that I should have. In fact, eating a low-fat diet brought me to a place where I became very energy depleted and at times very ill, as this contributed to my adrenal fatigue. What played a large part in this was that eating low-fat meant I was getting sugar and other chemicals in these foods, and that left me feeling sapped of energy. I now eat a healthy, higher fat diet, and it has been since becoming a holistic lifestyle coach and studying nutrition in great detail. As part of this, I realise how important fat is in a healthy diet. I am the healthiest I've ever been in my life. Fat from animal and vegetable sources provides a concentrated source of energy in the diet. Healthy fats play a crucial part in our energy production. They provide the building blocks for cell membranes and a variety of hormones and hormone-like substances. Our body cells need fat to survive. It gives our skin and nails a healthy appearance. It is good for digestion. Good fat nourishes our brains. 75% of our brain is made of fat. Our nerves are surrounded by fatty sheaths that are crucial to facilitate effective nerve conduction. Many neurological conditions and autoimmune disorders can be helped by eating the right fats. Healthy saturated fat is very good for our hearts. Our hearts are surrounded by a protective fatty layer that is made of saturated fat that helps with the functioning of our hearts. The surfactant that surrounds our lungs that's required for good breathing requires saturated fat in the diet. There are also some nutrients that we can only properly get from animal fats, like vitamins A, D, E and K. So healthy fats need to be eaten regularly to maintain good health. They are an essential dietary component. If you're afraid of your blood cholesterol levels and eating saturated fat, you're going to go along the wrong path as far as nutrition is concerned. People have gone along this wrong path and diseases are rampant as a result. It's more dangerous to have low cholesterol than it is to have high cholesterol. Cholesterol is required to reduce inflammation. It is a natural healing substance that steps in to repair damage caused by inflammation. We need cholesterol in our blood at a certain level to have a good outlook. Every single cell in our body needs cholesterol. If we don't have enough in our body, our cells become leaky. The brain has the largest concentration of cholesterol that we require in order to maintain our memories, feel-good chemicals, and thinking, especially creative thinking. Low cholesterol is associated with depression and anxiety. Both cholesterol and saturated fat are essential for the growth of babies and children, especially the development of the brain. Yet some are recommending a low-fat diet for children. Most commercial baby milk formulas are low in saturated fats, and soy formulas are completely devoid of cholesterol. A recent study linked low-fat diets with failure to thrive in children. There are 3 types of fat: saturated fat, monounsaturated fat, and polyunsaturated fat. Saturated fat can be found mainly in animal fats and are highly stable and appear solid or semi-solid at room temperature. Then they do not normally go rancid. You'll find saturated fat as butter, preferably organic butter, coconut oil, preferably raw organic coconut oil, lard, preferably purified, ghee, which is purified butter. This fat can also be laced in meat, preferably grass-fed and organic meat, I have to add. I have to stress the point of grass-fed and organic, because we need to remember how grossly unhealthy conventionally farmed meat is for us. However, that's a separate blog. Monounsaturated fat is mainly found in oleic acid, the main component being olive oil. It can also be found in almonds, pecan nuts, cashews, peanuts and avocados. Polyunsaturated fats, two of these can be found, and they remain liquid even when refrigerated. They go rancid easily. These are also known within the group of the omega-3, 6 and 9. Your body cannot make these, hence they are called essential fatty acids. So we must obtain these from the food we eat. These oils should never be heated or used in cooking. Just a little word on that numerous scientific studies show that olive oil is one of the best sources of omega oils that you need for a healthy nervous system and cardiovascular system. But what they often neglect to tell you is that those wonderful benefits are almost completely destroyed once you heat the oil. That's right, the process of heating the oils can cause the fats to become rancid and carcinogenic, which means cancer-causing. These oils become oxidized or rancid when subjected to heat. They then become free radicals, which are the marauders of the body, and they attack cells, cell membranes and red blood cells, causing damage to DNA. However, butter and coconut oil is safe to heat when cooking. Just as much as we need to be aware that we're eating the right kind of fats, we also need to be very aware that there are lots of nasty fats out there. The fats to be really concerned about are trans fats and hydrogenated fats, because they are known to cause heart disease and lead to cancer. These can be found in margarine, shortening for pastries and cakes, etc., and also refined oils, especially the oil that is used for deep fat frying. Then there is the issue of the omega-6 fatty acid. Overconsumption of omega-6 has been linked to inflammatory conditions like heart disease, cancer and diabetes. Omega-6 can be found in packaged food and in the restaurant industry. Oils such as sunflower oil, corn oil, safflower oil, cottonseed oil, and canola oil. Did you know that canola oil is classified as a pesticide and is deemed toxic for humans to inhale? Yet we have it on the supermarket shelves and people are consuming it. However, we do get healthy nutrients from omega-6, like the production of prostaglandins, for example. It's really about the ratio of omega-6 to omega-3. People today eat far too much omega-6 in excess amounts in this way, and this is damaging our health. Anthropological research suggests that our hunter-gatherer ancestors consumed omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids a ratio of 1:1. It also indicates that both ancient and modern hunter-gatherers were free of the modern inflammatory diseases like heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and immune system dysfunction that are the primary causes of death and morbidity today. We need to eat less in the way of omega-6 and more in the way of omega-3 fatty acids to find a balance. Preferably as near to the 1:1 ratio as we can. Omega-3 can mainly be found in fish, preferably small fish like sardines, and we can also get good quality fish oils to supplement. So here are 4 of my favourite fats. So as we can see from the blog that I have presented to you today, that the healthy fats are butter, coconut oil, olive oil, if not heated, and I would also recommend fish oils. So I've got some butter here. Here's some butter, lovely organic butter. As well as a healthy saturated fat, it is the best source of important nutrients, vitamin A, D, E and K. In fact, vitamin A is more easily absorbed and utilised from butter than from any other source. I also have to add that the fat-soluble vitamins only become available when the butter comes from cows eating green grass. Butter from grass-fed cows, or organic butter, also has conjugated linoleic acid, which has a strong anti-cancer property. Butter is very rich in selenium, which, as well as being a rich antioxidant, is also a feel-good chemical. So that's butter. Coconut oil. Got some coconut oil here. Coconut oil is also a healthy saturated fat. It contains fatty lauric acid and is a strong antifungal and antimicrobial properties. Coconut oil has nourished healthy populations for millennia. It is more available in the shops now, but make sure you eat raw organic types. Coconut oil is also available in different preparations for the skin and has been recorded as helping get rid of teeth cavities. Olive oil. We have some olive oil here. This contains 75% oleic acid, which is stable monounsaturated fat, 10% omega-6 and 2% omega-3. It's ideal for salads. Be careful not to overheat when cooking. Extra virgin olive oil is rich in antioxidants. It should be cold pressed, unfiltered, and have a golden yellow colour, which is nice. This is a nice golden yellow colour. Save vegetable oil to use, but don't overdo it. It is more likely to cause a build-up of body fat than butter or coconut oil. So fish oils are another source of healthy fats. We all need to make sure we're getting enough omega-3 as opposed to omega-6. I find that fish oils, you can get fish oils in capsule form or in liquid, taking teaspoonfuls. Find that fish oils are best for this. As we get older, our bodies naturally produce less in the way of omega-3 fatty acids, the omega-3 fatty acids DHA and EPA, than we did in earlier years, but we need them just as much. DHA and EPA play a role in energy production, moisturising the skin and insulating the body against heat loss, cushioning the tissues and organs and our brain function. Inadequate levels can lead to cognitive decline. If you're eating the standard British diet, then you're consuming way too much omega-6 compared to omega-3. The ratio should be around 1:1. But it's often more balanced, is often less balanced, is often more like 25-1. Taking a fish oil supplement to help restore the balance of omega fatty acids in your body can help reduce inflammation and provide a host of other health benefits. So clearly there is something wrong with what we read in the popular press. The media's attack on saturated fat is extremely suspect. Such misinformation has caused profound changes in Western eating habits and have led to morbidity and illness. The demonised saturated fats are not the cause of modern diseases. It is obviously due to the bolstering of the sales in low-fat, cholesterol-free products. It is the sugar in the chemicals that people eat due to the processed foods and conventionally farmed meat that causes people to be sick. Healthy saturated fats play an important role in body chemistry. The notion that saturated fats causes heart disease or cancer is plain wrong. However, it is true that some fats are bad for us. These aforementioned trans fats and hydrogenated fats should be avoided at all costs. Staying away from commercial vegetable oils, especially deep fried, is recommended, and foods such as margarine and shortening for pastries and cakes are best restricted. Our consumption of polyunsaturated oils should be restricted. Instead, we should rely more on foods like fish, nuts, legumes, green vegetables and animal fats. So that's my blog on healthy fats. I hope you've enjoyed it and I hope you've gained some information from that. Please subscribe to my channel and like my video. Leave a comment at the bottom and tell me what you think. Come on to Facebook and leave a comment, because I leave these videos on Facebook as well. And also come on to my website, www.debbiemillerhealthcoach.com, and see all about me, find out all about me, find out what I do. It's been good to see you. Take care. Bye.